What is up, y'all? It's official QTG, man. We're here to talk about some Marvel Rivals, man. When we could be expecting season one to actually officially start, and a bunch of other things going on, like some new skins. But before that, play my shit. All right, start this video off, man. We're gonna look at a few of these new skins that just dropped, which is the Moon Knight Lunar General bundle and the Squirrel Girl Cheerful Dragoness bundle. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at those, and I'm gonna give my thoughts about them and everything I think. So let's get started here. We're gonna look at Moon Knight first. The skin itself is very, very cool, man. It's very reminiscent of some Wukong stuff. We'll take a look at his MVP screen right here. Once again, very Wukongish. He has the Nimbus, man. I like the artwork and the graphics. And just the skin itself, it just looks very cool, man. We have a few poses here, emotes. Also very nice. And Moon Knight especially has a reactive banner, which is a movement banner that you see there. And we have also some stickers and stuff. So, yeah, the skin itself is very cool. Like I said, it's very reminiscent of a Wukong or Dragon Ball Z type vibe. Like, I like it a lot. Yeah, I think they did very great with this skin, man. Let's go ahead and take a look at Squirrel Girl here now. Her skin is very cool, man. I love the dragon tail. The fit itself is nice. The hair is very cool. Even the squirrel itself is like a little dragon, which is also nice. So before I give my thoughts on it, let's go ahead and take a look at her MVP screen here. And it's very cheerful, playful. It's not the coolest MVP screen, but it is very cheerful and playful, so that is nice. And it kind of embodies Squirrel Girl. And then we also have her emote. I think personally this is a better emote than Moon Knight's emote. And we have her banner. Her banner is not reactive, and she also comes with a sticker. All in all, this skin is very good too. Alright, so now we're going to talk about some buffs and nerfs as well. Let's go ahead and jump into these characters, man. So we all know that these characters have, a few characters have seasonal buffs, which for the Vanguard is going to be plus health. For your attackers, it's always going to be plus attacking. Your strategist is always going to be plus healing. So the thing about these buffs, man, that I've been really, really like on the fence about, man, is a few of them, man, are going to kill and make a lot of these characters like we've already seen in Season 0. So a lot of these Vanguards that people are used to running down and stuff like that, like Groot, we're going to look at him later with all his health and how that can affect him. But first, let's start with the main problem, Hawkeye. Hawkeye has a 20 plus damage boost. And he gets that by himself. He doesn't need to team up or anything. Pair that along with his passive that allows him to do more damage the longer he stays locked in on a target. So his meter at the bottom fills up to 100%, as I'm about to show you guys here shortly. But paired with that, it is crazy, bro. Hawkeye is literally one tapping pretty much most of the roster that's not a tank. So with that being said, to pair that with the 20% damage boost is insane. Literally insane. You see him one tapping a Luda Snow here. And even just off of a half charge, you see I'm letting the meter get to about like 50 to 65%. Maybe 70. And he's still two tapping her, man. You know, it's no fall off damage, so it doesn't matter how far you are, you still get all this damage, man. You see that was just half his health bar with just one body shot. Same for the tank here. So got 1, 2, 3. 3 shots, and he was already pretty much halfway there. And that was no headshot multiplier in there. That was all body shots. And when we compare that, looking at a character like Black Widow, who doesn't have the seasonal bonus this season, and she also has a gun, which you would think would be stronger than an arrow, is not able to one-tap these same characters, man. So now let's take a look at Hela, who is another very popular character. We all know how powerful Hela is. She's one of the characters that I believe is going to see a lot less play once we get to Season 1. Just due to the fact is she already has the 20% bonus, and she's two-tapping to the head, which is the same thing Black Widow's doing. But she doesn't have the ADS, which is really good. She kind of just throws it in. It's a hit scan, so as soon as you push the button, it's hitting the target if you're on target. But man, with that 20%, like once that's off of her, she's probably gonna go down to like, instead of two tapping to the head. She'll probably be like around 3, maybe 4 on some characters. And then we can also look at Magic here, who's very reminiscent of Black Panther in a way of that aggressive rush down play style. Black Panther does not have the bonus, man. He's still a very strong character, but his kit really helps him out a lot. Same can be said for Spider-Man. I think he's going to be another character that we see a lot of fall off for. Same for Scarlet Witch. And just for the simple fact of they're not going to be putting out as much damage as people are used to, man. These are characters already argued to be not as strong. Like you can see here, Scarlet Witch takes about 7 to 8 seconds to kill with just the standard attack. So we can look at least about 10 to 11 seconds. And, you know, in this game, that's a fast-paced moving game where everybody's moving around. There's so much stuff going on. Like, this stuff is going to matter, man. A huge fall off in player base, man. Like, it's bound to happen. And I don't know if they're going to be doing some stuff. Like, some of this stuff, they're just kind of testing the waters to see if, you know, we should buff or nerf these characters and how powerful should we make them. And then, obviously, you know, for a marketing standpoint, we want to see like all the characters being played. You know, we put all these characters in our game. We want to see them all be played at some point. So, you know, the buffs obviously, you know, can entice people to play with a few more different characters. You know, like if Loki gets a buff, so I've never played with Loki, I might be more inclined to play with him because he has a 20% healing buff this time now. So, yeah, as far as the characters I believe that are going to be super crazy on the next season, if they get buffed or not, Mantis being one of them. She's already renowned as one of the best healers in the game. Pair that with a 20% healing boost. Star-Lord, give him a 10% attack boost. Like, these are characters that are already pretty strong on their own without the boost. Iron Man, Winter Soldier, especially Wolverine. Like, these are characters that I feel like are going to be super strong. Black Panther as well, the Punisher. Any one of these guys, they get a 10, 15%, 20% attack boost. It's crazy. It's crazy. These characters are already very, very strong. The characters that started with the boost, we didn't really get to see much of them without the boost. So we don't really know what's going to be going on with there and how they're going to be acting, but I believe a lot of them are going to be falling off. And same for the tanks. Like these tanks with these high health pools, like we give Captain America there. He gets let's say like 150 plus fucking health. Like he's gonna be crazy. Captain America is already so hard to kill because his kit is so crazy. So pair that with an extra 150 points, he's damn near gonna be unkillable. You know, let's take a look at Groot right here, right now. So Groot's seasonal bonus, he comes with 150 plus health, and he's at 850 right now. So that will drop him down to 700 base, which is still very, very good. And same for Venom here. Venom is going to have about, like, I think 800. Let me see. Yeah. Venom's going to have 800 health. So you drop that down, he's going to be about at 650. Which is going to be a huge, huge difference from the 800 that these Venom players are used to playing with. You know, you're going to have to get out of there a lot faster. You're not going to be able to stay in there as much. Hulk being one of them too, as you can see, like 3 good shots, man, plus the team on him, like that was enough to take him down and almost kill him right there. 2 shots right there, 3 shots. So 2 in Hulk form and then 1 in Bruce form. And he was pretty much almost dead. He was able to still get the kill there, but without that extra 150 plus health, he dies in 2 shots. You know? So these are the type of things that's going to really change up this game, man. And I'm really excited to see what they do with the rest of these characters. And if some of these buffs do end up staying, you know, because this is another way to gauge, like when they want to do like balance patches and stuff like that. Hey, remember in Season 0 we had Hawkeye at that 200 damage buff. You know, he's a little bit OP. He's been weak since we took it off. So let's go ahead and give him probably like a 100% health buff. I mean, attack buff, or 150 attack buff, something like that. Right? So I can definitely expect to see some of that. And it just makes the longevity of the game seem a lot better, because even like lesser played characters have the potential to become super crazy when you get these buffs and these seasonal bonuses added onto them, along with their new pairings and stuff, with the new characters dropping and stuff like that. We're going to be doing some videos about that as well. But yeah, I'm just very excited about the future of this game, man. I'm ready to see a lot of stuff. See what they're gonna do with it, man. As far as the new characters, new mechanics, buffs, nerfs, and stuff like that. New game modes, new skins, all that stuff. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Marvel Rivals is doing a really good job, and a few games to probably take some notes, man. Like if you want to gauge why certain characters aren't getting the amount of playtime that you would expect or something like that, or why we're seeing the same few teams over and over and over in the higher ranked games, this could be a very good counter to that, and I believe a lot of games will probably follow suit and start doing similar things like this. So I'm very excited for that. So now let's go ahead and jump straight into the other portion of the video, which is the Lattice, the paid currency of the game. So we're all aware that we're going to be having resets on each season of Lattice that is not paid for. So you can see I have 100 Lattice there, which is about $1 worth of currency. And every season that I didn't spend money to buy that Lattice is going to reset. It's going to purchase everything in the battle pass that I didn't buy, and then reset itself. So I'm interested to see what they do with that, just in general. And I can expect to see some of this, all this stuff that I'm talking about happening like around the next week or so. Just for the simple fact is that we are still in the middle of the tournament right now. And we're on part 10 of 15, which is at the finals. And that will take place on the 5th of January. So I could possibly see something probably a few weeks after that, because it doesn't make sense from a real marketing standpoint. Like, we have people doing this tournament, participating. All these teams are locked in. Their chemistry is there. Let's drop all these characters in a new balance patch right before the tournament is over. Like, it doesn't really make sense. Let the people play the tournament with what we have right now, the game as it is right now. Then after that, we'll gauge and see what happened. See what type of people we're using all these characters, like the same characters that we kept seeing. And then let's go from there, and then before we start adding buffs and stuff like that. So that makes a lot more sense to me. So I could expect to be seeing some of this stuff probably within the next week or two, maybe. Possibly a little bit longer, but not really. Yo, man. Hopefully, man, y'all enjoy this type of content, man. I want to be doing more actual videos, man, and kind of move away from live streaming as much.